all levels do have a gimmick they stick to, whether that involves buttons or wood that can only be hit by an uppercut from a SpongeBob in order to traverse the desert. Buttons that can only be hit by slamming onto it. Buttons that need to be pressed down continuously by objects or fruits. Buttons that too far and high to be reached needs to be hit by an object or a fruit. Even buttons that can only be hit by a music wave. Yeah, buttons kind of force these mechanics to be utilized, but once again, the levels do utilize these mechanics with enemies as well. In order to defeat spinners introduced in the bar level, you learn the only move that can hit them at the time being Patrick's smash attack. You can't hit them when they're not in the motion of attack, but usually they're already spinning by that point, so it's better to go with the smash attack. Which, this also helps break through some of the crack floor to reach hidden challenges such as the Disco Star. I have to say the Disco Star is a fun challenge where folks watch the dancing floor as Patrick progresses to the end trying to avoid the red spots. He even might be in the mood to dance himself. Moving back to enemies, Mervs initially when introduced can only be hit by throwable objects in the same level where Patrick learns the ability to throw. This approach with them can lead to death by laser. Mervs later on when facing SpongeBob and Welcome to Planktopolis Minions level also have the ability to shoot out rocket-like missiles that spread out, which means they become hittable with an upgraded karate spin. But we can still use the Sonic Wave to hit Mervs, also if the missiles don't interrupt his killer chord. Some of the levels carry out self-contained themes that end up getting resolved in the end. In 3,000 Miles of Cell City, out in the desert are the hillbillies constantly laughing at SpongeBob, or even Patrick if they switch in the portal head, up until their demise indirectly by the hands of SpongeBob. In Bubble Blowing Baby Hunt, it's a supposed bar with a bunch of thugs and criminals. As seen in the movie, they end up having a huge fight in the end determining who was the bubble blower. At the end of this level, there ends up being a huge fight not with spawners constantly summoning new enemies, but with just a group of spinners, foggers, and slammers who just breaking through the windows of the establishment ready to fight. As there are monsters to dual encounter during the movie without any violence, in the game, violence is indeed used. And now that we're at man level, SpongeBob rides a lava aquatic monster by using force with the sponge ball. Attacks a lobster monster to make it move away from the cave exit. Again rides this yellow-purple monster using force, and pokes multiple eyeballs of an innocent looking monster that just wanted to say hi. Even politics makes it into the game in Cell City Dead Ahead, where the landfill has giant TVs trying to manipulate those that lie even around there into Plankton's evil scheme. Also there'll be some nasty stuff on this level. In Google Eyes and Smelling Knickknacks level, the Cyclops is chasing them around as they try to escape with Neptune's crown. As they ride on it across a bunch of hoses, some more dangerous than others with electricity poking out, the Cyclops attempts to scare them with menacing poses as they pass by, or tries to grab them unsuccessfully. In the level Welcome to Planktopolis Minions, SpongeBob and Patrick are back in Bikini Bottom, and it makes sense that their journey will be in taking down Plankton's newfound Bucket Empire. This to me is a 3-part arc where they begin their quest at the supposed start of Bikini Bottom, finding for the most powerful enemies the game has to offer, solving the